starting group for the visitors. And it's Mask in at the 5. They've got Wagner, and it's the Wizard in at the center position. Feels like just yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals, Doris. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
Out to the wing. Here's Hoiberg. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Thomas. Tightly guarded. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance. Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And Sanford pulls it down. About a minute into this first quarter, Hoiberg nails it from beyond the arc. Hoiberg's got 8.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Wagner. To the left wing. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. He's got 11.
But you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Thomas up top. It's good from the top of the key. Thomas has gotten his second bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Thomas passes to the Wizard. Wagner with a screen. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Rebound by Hoiberg.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Sanford. Connects from downtown.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And looking at second chance points last year. Here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Wagner outside. Here's Thomas for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Thomas has got 7 points. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Hoiberg. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Back to Thomas. The 3. And Sanford pulls it down. Gone a perfect 7 for 7. Here's Hoiberg. The 3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
Sinks the tray. Hoiberg's got 20.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Wagner. Pass to Knox. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Wagner outside. Now Thomas for 3. Fires in the triple. He's got 10.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Here's Sanford. Here's Hoiberg. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Thomas. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bast. Gets to see a basket. To the paint. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Poke loose. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Leading by 17. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Wagner, and it's the Wizard in at the 5. And it's Hoiberg in at the point. Count it.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
They've got Wagner, and it's the Wizard in at the small forward position. Basket's good.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Pass to Sanford, beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
Sanford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Kelly misses.
Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
Here's Mast. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
So it's the home team now. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Sanford. Fires from deep. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And the Wizard gets it to go.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Hoiberg. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hoiberg's got 26.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Knox. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA.
Pass to the Wizard, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Launches it, and again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And it's Wagner missing. Gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. 3-pointer. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Wagner inside. Pass to the Wizard. 4 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Knocks down the triple. Hoiberg's got 6 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
54 seconds left in the second period. Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Pass to the Wizard. The layup misses. Here's Stanford. To the middle. Here's Hoiberg. Pass, shot is good. 6 points for him.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Knox. Wagner on the wing. Here's the Wizard. No good from outside. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Well, I think for the home team, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the home team.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defensively, you got to fight over those screens better. And help has to come faster.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. So it's the home team now. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. And it's Mast in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Uncovered. The shot won't fall.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
On target from range.
3 points. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to the Wizard. It's Thomas on the wing. 10 points for him. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Sanford. 11 points in the game. Drills it from deep.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Hoiberg. It's good.
Fred.
Hoiberg's got 40 points.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Wagner. There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Wagner's got 9.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Going inside, here's Mast. It's easy. Mast has got 4 points this quarter.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Takes a 13-footer. No good, off the front rim. Gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. From downtown, and the Wizard pulls it down. Gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Now here's Thomas. 12 points for him with the drive. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Mast. Counted from distance. Mast has got 10 points here in the second half.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's Thomas. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Here's Hoiberg. Thomas defends. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one. Gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's the Wizard. Finished off the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition.
Home team ball. Let's do it. Let's go. Bring it in. Here's the lineup for your home team. Number 31, Knox.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Banked it in off the glass.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in this. And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard. His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
The 3 is up. Sanford, good. Sanford's got 17.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
From outside the arc, hits the trifecta. Sanford's got 12 now in this quarter.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Substitution on the court.
"12 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's the Wizard in at the 3 slot. Buries it from 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Thomas outside. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Knox. Looking to win the run. And no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Mast. And he drops it in from the low post.
Number 9.
Mast has got 14 points here in the second half. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Thomas outside, inside, to the wing on the left. Drops in the 3.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And the shot's good.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Knox. Plenty of space. Jump shot is good that time.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Hoiberg. Thomas defends. And that one's good. Hoiberg.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's the Wizard. Back to Thomas. Deflected. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond those the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Pass to Sanford. Here's Hoiberg. From deep. Can't get it to drop.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Thomas, right side. Lets it go. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Thomas has got 24 points.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Hoiberg, the pass to Hoiberg. Good! Another from 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
Thomas. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
At the line for 1, Thomas.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. The doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict.
And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested What a shooting display.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And with this brief pause, let's take a look at our player of the game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
This crowd had no idea what they were in for. He came in and silenced them with a dominant performance. He was an intimidating presence tonight. This audience didn't seem to affect him in the slightest. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Thomas. And that one comes up a bit short. Down low. Here's Mast. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Good on the bucket.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
And the Wizard pulls it down.
Away team foul. Number 9. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
That free throw no good. Good on the second one. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Hoiberg. Over to the left wing. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.